Dude, those wing stanchions, the carbon wing stanchions, they're just so different. Yeah, they're really, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot lighter weight. You know, we're not used to seeing, oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, that's
some scaffolding. How much does it weigh?
You tell me, dude.
Oh, wow.
2 kilo.
2 kilos?
2 kilos?
4 pounds.
That's great. This thing is just, it's a lot going on for a drift car. I feel like this is too expensive.
So just to create all the dry carbon body, it was about 2 million yen, so 16 US.
16,000.
Yeah.
安いでしょ?
Yeah, very cheap.
Really? How? Why is it so affordable?
値段設定間違えたかな?
Maybe they screwed up something, I don't know.
So then, how many spares will he need for the season?
He basically hasn't made any extra parts, but if Ken crashes, then he'll have to make extras, but you'll see how he goes. I think he's just planning, as he was telling me before, he's just planning to do like Fuji to Okayama?
富士と奥伊吹は走りたいっていう。
Okubuki.
軽いから。
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter, 1200 kilos. So he wants to use it in circuits that makes sense to have lighter cars.
Oh, because
So they're able to kind of shift between cars, so they're going to run the IS and the 86.
Oh.
This is actually too big.
Oh.
So the regulations in Japan for spoilers is 1.8 meters, so this
Okay.
is 2 meters. So they need to shave down 10 centimeters on each side.
It's just 10 centimeters, that's
well,
it.
20 less, so...
It's really neat that all of this is molded in, right? Instead of it being like an extra over fender, even this design, which is on the original car, is all molded in.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, you'll see it when you get to drive the white one. It's like basically copying that OEM look, but just fatter.
Yeah, I understand that. Also, this is not for aesthetics. Like the carbon work,
It's all function.
is all function,
Yeah.
and of course, it being a completely naked car here, it's just for show. It's actually going to have a livery once it runs in Formula Drift. So, we didn't say this yet, but this is going to be Kengushi's this year's 2024 Formula Drift Japan car. And it is running 2J. Team Kazama runs Advans, and that's why it's running Neova's 8009s on this. Building this car, it's all the knowledge that he's gained over the years building drift cars. It's all accumulated in this, or it's
Well, like he was saying before,
Yeah.
like it's basically where do you go from, you know, the IS that they built? You can either recreate a car that's just recently come out, or you take whatever that, you know, people have been used to seeing and take it one step up. And what's the next step? It's carbon, right? So you literally create a real race car, but for drifting. It's incredibly close to being both a time attack and a drift car, right? It's just a setup that's kind of making it different. So potentially he could run it as a time attack car too.
Who makes this kit? CF Lab?
So CF Lab, yeah.
And they're a Japanese company?
Yeah.
福島。
Fukushima.
Fukushima.
Yeah.
What a interesting
It's got a snout, right?
thing that's going on here.
It's like a nice intake that kind of
今こっちも
facilitates.
これ買えない人がいっぱいいるから、ここ FRP を今作って今度4月ぐらいまでですよね。作る。これ
So
と
he's actually making the FRP version of some of these parts, including the bumper and the fenders, because a lot of people already want them. So
For their street car.
for their street cars,
You don't need all carbon
you don't.
for a street
I'm
car.
sure some people will probably end up running it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's talk about the engine. So this is pretty much the same engine as what they run in their current Formula Drift Japan car.
That's right. So it's a Tomei stroked 3.6 liter 2J. So 3.6. That's a liter more than RB26 if you think about it. And then they run a GCG GT40 single turbo. Some Sona's 5-speed sequential, 1,000 horsepower.
1,000.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Proven over, you know, many seasons
Yeah.
in FDJ.
Why fix something that's not broken?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's reliable.
It works.
And so then the nitrous is just like on a lot of drift cars in the US, it's essentially just to get it up to
Exactly.
boost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all automated. It's already preset in the ECU just to get the boost pickup going because it's a larger turbo. So.
What a cool build.
Yeah.
Quick change rear end.
You can see it better from here.
Yeah, Wise Fab.
So he's running wheelwood, thinner brakes at the back, and then the previous generation Lexus IS front brake setup. So you can tell it's a Toyota caliper. Okay, so there's a few little small differences between the regulations, but it's exactly the same. So he could actually enter this in in the US.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the main differences, especially on Ken's cars, he likes windows because he doesn't like wearing arm restraints.
Yeah.
So in the US, you don't have to run a window, but you have to wear an arm restraint in case you roll over, your arms don't just go flailing around. But Ken has never really liked driving with them, especially when you're drifting, you know, you're moving around a lot. This thing is just so good. So it is running Yokohama tires on raised wheels. These are the Advan Flavor Flavs, which is what I actually drift with in the US because they're just like a good street tire and they actually last really long. But yeah, see? Oh wait, those are the rears. The fronts are 8009s. The rears are the Flavor Flavs.
Drift spec.
This is. Yeah, so I mean, this is like a drift street spec. It does have knuckles. It has crazy brakes. They are so loud and they stop so well. Got a huge big brake kit, 2-piece rotors. Love the Greddy turbocharger kit. I can't believe how good it is. You know, I can also imagine that this hood is very functional because it's probably doing a lot to evacuate the hot air in there. That may be something that I have to look into for my time attack car because it does get a little warm, especially in the summertime. This is just a really nice, clean street build. I really like it a lot. These guys just do it right. It's just so cool to see that it's a full-fledged Formula Drift team. They build cars, they build drift cars, they build street cars. They make parts for race cars and street cars. They just do it all, and it's just awesome to see them really holding down the fort in terms of tuning culture here in Japan. This is cool because this is like my car, but not. It is right-hand drive.
Yeah.
And it is turbo, not supercharged, but it's still forced injection.
So this, as I was telling you, runs the Greddy turbo kit. So this was actually the car that they used to develop the kit. So Kazama helped out with that. And you really have to drive it. I'm really curious what you think.
Yeah.
You're used to a very different setup.
Yeah, because my
Same but different kind of thing.
my GR86 that is HKS supercharged is the very first one in the US. It was the Toyota SEMA car last year. It's supposed to make 300 horsepower on Japanese pump fuel, on high octane.
Yeah.
So then in the US we run like either 98 or 100 to achieve that. So that's why I'm curious to see if this feels similar or the same. I'm sure, of course, the power delivery is going to be different. I'm assuming that this is going to have some turbo lag, but it's going to come
a
on.
little punch in the mid-range.
It's going to come on all at once. Whereas the supercharger, very, very even. It feels like an NA car.
Yeah. This is the important thing about this car, I think, and it's the knuckles, the arms, lower arm, and the tie rods that Kazama makes. And
Yes.
it's proving to be a very popular kit. A lot of people are getting this from outside of Japan as well.
But this is cool because this is actually a cast piece that replaces the OEM knuckle and control arm and tie rods, and it actually looks OEM.
Yeah.
This is really, really, really neat. The quality is really nice. The pickup point does change. So what I did, because we were pretty rushed for my SEMA car, we actually got a relocation kit that just changes the pickup point. Therefore, you just get more angle, but not like this.
Yeah.
This is, how many degrees of angle can this achieve?
これステーリングは何度上がった？
何度っていうの測ってないな。
He doesn't know the degree, but
It's a lot.
it's just what you need.
Yeah.
This is actually quite cool. This is one of the 3D printed prototypes he was kind of looking into while developing it. So you can kind of see the cross section as well.
Oh yeah, so much more than stock. That's great. That's super cool. It's probably like touching the inner fender. It's so much. Yeah. Okay. Familiar but different. Oh, nice shift knob. Whoa. That feels good. Oh, bro. Okay. There's something right about turbo noises, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh, look at this Corvette.
Yeah, instead of what, C2?
Is that good? Where should we go? This way?
Let's keep going straight, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Instant torque, right?
This is really good. Look at that. Whoa. Okay. This changed the game. This makes this car so much more fun to drive. Why didn't this car come? Why didn't this car come turbo from the factory?
That's exactly what I said when I first, literally the first time I floored it, I was like, this should be the stock car.
Or at least maybe they should have put that 4-cylinder out of the Supra in this, you know?
Not true.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a turbo car should sound, you know? It sounds good. Yeah, okay.
So it kind of trails off at the top.
Yes, I noticed that.
It's just that.
It's a
mid-range
smaller,
range.
yeah, it has a good punch. It has a smaller turbo.
But low down, it
Yeah.
really picks up quick.
Yeah, up top it definitely feels like my car. Yeah, it feels like my car up top. It's set up really well too. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it has an angle kit on it at all.
I know, it's so good.
It doesn't.
He says he uses it for a bit of drift practice. I think left here.
Okay. He uses it for drift practice,
Yeah,
but it's a street car.
it's a street car.
Left here.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a drift practice.
Because, you know, as a parts creator, like he needs to develop parts that people are happy to use on their street cars, right?
Right.
Not everybody can afford like a dedicated practice car for drifting, so
Yeah.
everything has to be done by one car. So it makes sense for him to try stuff out before he releases it.
I would totally run his knuckles on my car.
Oh, totally, no brainer.
Oh,
you need to
wait,
get
he
the
really
pink one.
makes them?
Pink.
He really makes these?
Yeah, dude, you gotta get the pink one.
These are so good. So then what car do these fit on?
Oh, it fits everything.
GTR もある。
GTR も。
つけられる35も。
あ、お願い。
3434もつけられる。いいよ。何言う？ピンクでしょ。ピンク。
What?
ピンク。
You want the pink one?
The pink one.
Yeah, the black one is probably the one to get, huh?
That's a boring one.
Yeah. Well, what would you get? The pink one? I don't know. That's a funky question.
So you're getting a white one and a black one?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a black one.
I'm down.
34.
I'm down. I mean, I should have gotten the pink one, you know, but
You're not too daring.
no, I'm not too daring. That is so cool. All right, so I gotta be stoked out on these because
部品足んなかったら見学して
Kazama's he's not gonna make the white or the orange one anymore, so I literally get the last two. So I'm actually gonna run my I'm gonna run the orange one on my 240Z because it is actually an S13 transmission, and so that's perfect for that. So that'll match that car. And then what I'll do is I'll run the black one on my GR86 time attack car, which will allow it to just have a way better grip when I'm shifting. And then I guess I'll just have the white one for spare. I just appreciate it so much. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is just so cool. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.